Welcome to Around the Weird. Here's your host, the museum curator of the strange and unusual, Mr. Nothing.
Thank you, mysterious voice, and welcome back to Around the Weird, a Booktube channel where I talk about all manner of unusual and out-of-the-ordinary literature that I've found in my travels. Today, I don't want to talk about a specific book that I read. Rather, I want to talk about an important and somewhat meaningful date that is rapidly approaching. Some of you may recall that I started my Booktube channel almost a year ago. The exact date is about a month from now, on May 14th, May 15th, when I published my first video about Holes, a book that I love very dearly, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to start this channel. So, I'm probably going to talk more about the Booktube anniversary as it comes up, but I just wanted to take some time today to talk about Booktube, about the anniversary that's coming up, what it means, some of the interesting people that I've discovered in the meantime, some amazing books that I've read, and anything else that might come to mind. I should really be thanking Lucas over at the Bits of Lit, because we were talking for quite some time before this, because he had a channel already at the time, and he kept telling me, like, hey, you should read more books, you should start a Booktube channel, talk about the books that are interesting to you. And I resisted for the longest time, just because it seemed like a lot of work to make videos, and I didn't think I had the skill necessary, and indeed I didn't. If you look at some of my early videos, they are pretty awful. They're very amateurish, and this video that I'm making now, it's still kind of amateurish, but I am getting better, and I do like that, how my video editing skills have improved over the past year. I've developed more tricks, and I've come to understand, how to edit not only video but also sound, and make things very interesting. And so I do have to thank Lucas over at the Bits of Lit for pushing me to get out of my comfort zone and try something new, and be able to take on the whole Booktube lifestyle. Not really lifestyle, just talk more about books, chat with other people about books, share ideas and thoughts. And I have been able to, at least if not on Booktube, I don't have a lot of followers on Booktube, unfortunately, subscribers. But that's fine. I'm not really in for the followers, the subscribers. Like, that's not why I'm doing this. I'm just hoping that somebody, watches my video and is like, oh, I guess I'll read this, or I'd like to contribute my thoughts. That's happening a lot more on Facebook and Twitter than anywhere else. But when I share my videos in there, but people are still talking on YouTube, and that's what I'm thankful for. So a lot of people are saying good things and having good conversations about books. Talking about other things, my identity. I feel it's time to reveal who I am. Because for the longest time, I've told you that I am Mr. Nothing. But surely you understand that can't be my actual name, whose last name is Nothing, after all. So I feel it's time to drop the charade for a bit and just reveal a little bit more about who I am. So if you'll indulge me for a bit, you'll find that Mr. Nothing is a pseudonym, and I was actually born with a different name. Pseudonym. Recipes for soup for my family. Call me Ishmael.
Hey there, Booktube.
The Codex Cantina. Hannah's Books. Greetings and salutations, everybody. It is I, Captain Bookman of the USS Dogleaf, a pirate ship that I stole from the U.S. Navy. Don't tell the U.S. Navy, they haven't figured it out yet. But I have hijacked the airwaves of this delightful Booktube channel. And I just wanted to congratulate Mr. Nothing on his Booktube anniversary. But more important than that, I wanted to send a specific message to a specific individual out there in the Booktube world. Lucas from the Bits of Lit. If you can hear me out there in the Booktube world, or if I need to send this message to Dr. Strike the Sun, or that nefarious fiend, the Brazen Bell, one of you is bound to get this message, and I need you to hear it. This is an act of revenge. This is an effort to get justice for my good friend Socrates Jones, who all of you cheated. Oh yes, all of you cheated Socrates Jones because you encountered him back in October. He challenged you for the Booktube Federation Championship on the narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket by Edgar Allan Poe, his only novel, and it did seem like Socrates Jones or Mr. Nothing, one of them found a victory. One of them found great success, and they were due the Booktube Federation Championship. They were due the golden shawl that everybody clamors for and seeks as it seeks to elevate them and bring them greatness in the world. But you cheated him out of that victory. You refused to acknowledge what the entire audience, what the entire Booktube world had already acknowledged, that he was the true victor. And so I, Captain Bookman of the USS Dog-Ear, have come to seek revenge. I seek to challenge you to a reading challenge of all things. A book about pirates just like me, historical fiction, with real pirates blended in with fictional ones. I am referring to On Stranger Tides by Tim Powers. Yes, I desire your answer. Please respond to me and tell me if you are nothing more than a landlubber coward, or if you are ready to adventure with me on the high seas and engage in a duel to find out who is the true Booktube Federation champion and who is the ruler of the high seas. Do you accept this challenge, or are you merely a coward? Please respond before May 15th. As that is when the duel shall commence. Soup for my family, it'll be quite a pleasure to engage in this duel, as for everybody else out there who has still been listening. Thank you. It has been a pleasure to hijack these airwaves that Mr. Nothing was going to use to celebrate. He'll probably talk more about Booktube and what that means to him in the future. But for now, I get to offer my challenge and use this public forum as a means to challenge such a dubious character, Lucas from the Bits of Lit. And until then, I wish you all the best of luck, or perhaps the most scurvy of luck in your weird and piratey travels. Farewell, ye scurvy dogs.